My name is Jim Johnston. I live in Waxhaw, North Carolina. I've been coming to the barn for probably a little over 2 years. Initially I came, I think because of a few of my friends that were coming here. I thought, oh yeah, hang out with some friends, that would be good. But as I've gone through the Wild at Heart series and later Fathered by God, it's really been a source of revelation. And the cool thing, or one part of it's really been cool, is you can hear revelation like through a teaching, a sermon, read a good book, but this is a place where you can get that revelation, that information that's positive, and then you can sit down with a group of guys and talk about it, not just in theory, but tell your story. I mean, this is what that means to me, this is what happened to me, this is where I've come from, this is where I've been through. And when you hear that information you got earlier in the meeting just has new life to it. Because typically, if most people are like I am, it's like I would maybe hear a great sermon and think, that's awesome, that's life-changing. I'd go home and forget it in 30 minutes, or maybe by the next morning. It's like, what was that was so significant that I don't remember? But somehow when that information, that revelation is connected with relationships and people really being real, it sticks. And so I read the book Wild at Heart a number of years ago, and it was really good. But going through the series and then talking about it, sharing hearts with other guys, really brought a new, just a whole new depth to the information revelation. So to me, it's been about friendships, it's been about sharing with other guys, but it's also been about the life-changing revelation that has just gone deeper than it would have otherwise. So that's been a really important part for me. One of the other cool things has been the opportunity to go to retreats. I've been to Top Gun one time, and the It's Your Call Carolinas one time, which is just only taken place one time. Both really positive experiences, both a little different, probably just because I was at a different place each time, but really, again, good input, good information. But even just that time alone, that time away, you're in a different setting, you're by yourself at times. And I mean, I just remember the Top Gun retreat. It's like there was an opportunity just to come and soak in worship. And I mean, I was just having these awesome revelations and time with the Lord just by like laying there on the floor listening to worship music. It's like it caught me off guard. And so there's something about that time away, getting away, leaving behind work and family and issues and just listening. That's really been significant for me as well. So It's Your Call was a little different for me personally. I mean, they're all different, but also really good. Just some things, it was like I went and got some tools. For example, one of the tools was Gary Barkalow, the speaker, just challenged us, when you feel things happening that you know is not really right, just stop and ask the question, what's going on here, Lord? And just listen. And to me, that happens a lot, but I tend to just plow right on through, or I think I know what's going on. But to take the time to listen, ask myself that question is an example of a tool that I felt like I went to the retreat, received that tool and others. That's going to have a lasting impact. It's not just the information that fades away. It's something that's going to make a difference long term for me and my family. One other thing I'll just add is that I'm encouraged every week, and again, every week's different. Sometimes I leave thinking, okay, what was that about? What was going on? Maybe sharing in the group didn't flow like I wanted to or something. But overall, I'm just so encouraged by testimonies and seeing men that maybe a year earlier would describe themselves as just like comatose, or my wife left me and it was like a bombshell and I'm just devastated and broken. And then to see these guys 6 months, a year later, and it's like they have life and vitality and they're sharing their testimony. I mean, that is awesome. That encourages me. It honors Jesus. It's just really good. I mean, that's an important part as well. I just find that a kind of encouragement. And again, it's you don't feel like these guys are sharing stuff that's staged or or just kind of like, okay, I've got to say the right words. I mean, sometimes the guys even get a little bit crass. It's like that's real life, and to me, that's really encouraging.